Well, for the first time ever, Classic WoW is changing its PvP system. Vanilla WoW specifically. We all know the ranking, rank 1 to 14. We know the ranking system. Some of us have been multiple rank 14s multiple times. Humble brag. Without cheating. Watching you guys. But the system is changing, and we're looking at that here today. I'm going to go over the system here, what they're talking about changing, and my opinions on it, what I think, if you care. This is a description here of the original system. Honorable kills, dishonorable kills, rank points, honor points. I'm going to assume you know how the original system works. You know, brackets and pool parties and everything that goes in there. And here's the description. We're gonna see their reasoning behind this. When setting out to design a new system, we looked at some primary problems with the old system and used these as a basis for what we felt needs to change for the new system to be healthier. There's a lot of pressure to grind honorable kills nonstop. There should be. Your ranking, that is what it should be. But okay, since players are being ranked versus other players in their same faction, taking a break might mean that you lose your desired spot in a particular rank bracket. Yes. Decay also contributes to this somewhat, though not nearly as much as how RP is rewarded. Okay, true. Since players are ranked based on a percentage of how many PvP participants there are, some players will engage in an activity called pool boosting. No. It's called pool partying, but okay. Kyvax actually has no idea what Vanilla WoW is, and I think he's a pretty bad community manager, but that's my opinion on that. Moving on. It's not called pool boosting. It's called pool partying. We all know what it is. We all did it. I don't like it. I don't like pool partying. I don't like that you have to do it, especially on servers that are dead. So I actually think this is nice. This is nice to focus on removing that. Bracket fixing. Bracket stacking, okay, another term that he doesn't know because he doesn't play Vanilla WoW. Bracket stacking becomes the meta, which is true, which is like where you work with other players saying, hey man, let's make sure my honor is going to be here and you're going to be right below me and the next person is going to be below you or as close as possible to each other, and you work with the brackets that way and try to make pretty much ensure that everyone gets as much RP as possible. Obviously, there's people that don't play ball, there's people that don't want to work together and they compete with each other. There's people that bot and they screw up the brackets because they're getting a ridiculous amount of honor, account sharing, all that crap. We've seen it. So this is kind of changing, and let's look at high level goals for the new system. Eliminate ranking points. Competing against your own faction for standing is interesting in principle, but in execution has a lot of problems based on the points listed above. That is true. I actually agree with this very strongly. I love to work with you guys, fellow Horde members, fellow players on my faction. I want to work with you. I want to see how far we can push together. I don't want to have to worry about this guy botting or I'm screwing over this person by PvPing too much. I don't want to do that. So I do like that. I like being able to work together and stop making enemies amongst the fellow faction. We should be a team. We should work to kick the alliance ass as much as possible, right? System is easily metagamed and encourages many weeks or months of high levels of play. Our goal for the new system is to grant ranks based on whether players hit specific honor milestones with an increasing level of participation and challenge needed to maintain their progress as the weeks go by and the player moves through the ranks. Grant honor and honor points at the time the HK or DK is earned. In the old system, this occurs at the end of the day. Players would prefer to see their progress towards honor milestones in real time. That means you can earn your rank in the middle of the week. That is absurd. That's a very different, everyone was logging in Tuesday. Oh yeah, I hit rank 11. Now it's like, hey, if I win this AV, I'll probably hit rank 11. That's pretty crazy. Move the weekly honor updates to be more efficient and performant method of updating individual player ranks. Without RP, we can move to a model where you see your rank changes right when you log in after the weekly reset, rather than waiting for the honor script to process all participants on your realm. So it looks like it's still going to reset on the the Tuesdays, the server reset time, or maybe they move it off Tuesday. I doubt it though. But what they're saying here, you see your progress towards the honor milestones in real time. Okay, so you're not earning rank 11 right after the game. You're earning it, but you're not getting it. You're not getting the actual rank. So you're still waiting for that reset to get it, but you can see that you're going to earn it. Like, oh, good. There's no mystery about it. Like, will I hit? I hope I fell, pretty high in the brackets there, so I get enough rank points to get the next rank on the reset. So there's no mystery to it. You'll be able to see in real time what your progress is going to look like for the next reset. Pretty cool. Remove deranking. I called this. If you guys were on my stream, if anyone was, I called this so many times, exactly what they were going to do with this system. Someone actually asked me last night, what do I think the system's going to be? Called it. DK is still something we wanted to maintain, but deranking down to a lower rank is especially punishing at higher ranks when you need to maintain a constant high level of play to keep up. The need to take time off could greatly hinder the progress of someone ranking, and in some brackets, taking even a few days or a week off could cost the players multiple weeks of progress. So what they're saying is once you earn a rank, you can't derank below that. So once you're rank 10, you can walk away for 2 months. You're going to be rank 10 when you come back. You won't derank below that rank. I'm fine with it, but with this system, it needs to actually be much harder to get the amount of honor you need to rank. What I mean by that is not, I'm not saying it should take you a more effort. I'm not saying you should have to put in more effort, but you are now given a little bit of leeway. You're not competing against fellow people on your faction. You don't have to worry about deranking if you take a break. So you should have to push a little bit harder when you're trying to push that rank. So anything, maybe if it would take you, I don't know, 2 weeks to go from rank 12 to 13, you're PvPing really hard, you're really high end up on those brackets, and it would take you 2 weeks. Maybe now it takes you 3 weeks. Maybe it takes you 2.5, because you have a little bit of safety net. You have a safety net, right? So you could push harder when you know, okay, I'm rank 13 right now, I got to push for 14, but work is going to be busy for the next 2 weeks. Don't PvP for 2 weeks. I'll farm gold for these 2 weeks and I'll raid, because I can't take time off work for the next 2 weeks to push my rank high from 13 to 14. So it's easier now for me. These 2 weeks passed, work's chill. I'm on a vacation now. Let's do this. And now you push hard for that 14. I think that's the way it should be. You can't derank past that 13, so you can kind of secure your spots and then choose when you want to push harder when it works better for you in life. It's cool. Minimum number of kills. Old system 15, new system 15. Our honor points awarded based on player level and PvP rank, based on player level and PvP rank. When does honor decay happen? When the player does not meet the expected honor for their rank for a given week. There's no such thing as honor decay. That has never been a thing in the old system, ever. There's been a rank point decay. But again, this is someone who doesn't know Vanilla WoW who's posting about it. When the player does not meet their expected honor for their rank for a given week. It's just, that's not true. When the player does not meet the expected honor for their rank for a given week. What the hell are you talking about? The new system might have honor decay, but there's never been honor decay at all, ever. There's always been rank point decay. You lose rank points when the honor resets at the end of the week. So if I earn 500,000 honor and it's not enough because I'm rank 13 pushing the 14, I would lose rank points. I would decay in rank points when it resets. You don't decay in honor points ever. What is the maximum amount of CP a player may lose to decay? 2,500 and 2,500. CP, scrolling up, contribution points or honor. They were always called rank points, but okay. Contribution points or honor. That's also not correct. Honor is not CP. While CP is often used interchangeably with honor, no, it's not. It's not to be confused with honor points. Yeah, there's so much. Are HKs, DKs, honor, and highest rank displayed in the UI for today, yesterday, this week, last week? Yes and yes. Is the player standing displayed in the UI for last week? This shouldn't matter. Yes, and then no. Yeah, for the new system, it doesn't matter. How is player rank determined? Based on the amount of ranking points the player has earned. Based on the amount of CP the player has earned. Ranking points no longer exist. I get it, but yeah, they did exist. So contribution points is what they're calling them now. CP is rank points, essentially. That's what that is. They're just calling it CP now because we know how Blizzard is. No one likes CP except for Blizzard. How do DKs penalize players? DKs cause an immediate loss of CP and displayed rank progress. DKs cause an immediate loss of players in PvP because no one likes Death Knights. DKs cause an immediate loss of CP and displayed rank progress. How often so DKs are unfortunately still a thing. That sucks. I want to go crazy in Alliance City and kill everything. How often are ranking points rewarded? Weekly? Never. Ranking points no longer exist. Will honor decay indefinitely? Yes. This means the player may be demoted to a lower rank if their honor decays below the minimum threshold of the current rank. In the new system, no. We now only decay until the player reaches the base amount of honor for the current rank. This means that a player will not be demoted unless they earn a demotion via dishonorable kill. So you can still go below your current rank. So that means you can't stay rank 14 forever if you're going to go ridiculously ham on Alliance cities and destroy everything. How are honor points converted to CP? Using an algorithm based on the player's expected honor for their rank, a hard-coded change factor, minus any deduction from DKs. Based on a curve which maps honor to CP. For example, 750k honor equates to 65,000 CP. Numbers are not final. The amount of honor you need to hit each week is static and fixed and does not fluctuate based on what other participants on your realm are doing. When do stats for this week and lifetime update? Once per day, immediately. Can a player see their standing versus others players in the UI? Yes and no, because in the new system, no, because that's not a thing. Let's take a look at the new user interface. Honorable kills, DKs, honor. Honorable kills, how much honor you're getting this week, last week. They could have used some more kills and honor there to show. I'd like to see the projected progress, when you do it. It should look and feel nearly identical to the previous system, with the only major difference being omission of standing from the last week's section. Encourage PTR testers to participate in Battlegrounds there to get a feel for how HKs and honor in real time works, and also to populate our database with PvP data to help us ensure that everything's working correctly under the hood. Total honor needed to hit the highest CP level is currently set at 750,000 honor, meaning that if you get less than 750,000 honor for the week, you'll earn the maximum. If you get at least, 750k honor for the week, you'll earn the maximum amount of rank increase for that week. Oh my god. 750k. I was literally pulling 1.4 million to 1.5 million on my final weeks. I was doing double the amount of honor. This is ridiculously easy. This is everyone's gonna have rank 14. This is casual. This is actually very easy. I don't disagree with the system. I don't disagree with the whole, you don't need to pull party anymore. You don't need to fight with your fellow faction. That's cool. There's no such thing as bracket stacking. There's no such thing as pool partying. Cool. Great. That is too easy. That is way too easy. There's also a hard cap on how far you can progress in a given week that was given with the last paragraph, and the minimum number of weeks required to hit rank 14 is currently set to 8 on the PTR. That is too quick. There was a very dense explanation, mostly due to the fact that the old system is very complex. The TLDR here is that ranking up is now much more straightforward and much, much easier, let's be honest. You will simply need to hit specific milestones of honor points gained each week to progress through PvP ranks. Here's my problem with Vanilla WoW. Here's my major problem. I love Vanilla WoW. Always had fun with it. The community gets a little toxic, especially when it comes to PvP, so that's kind of fixed. But we will hit rank 14 before BWL launches. And then what? PvP is done. You're done. You're done progressing. You're done earning in it. And if you're like me and you play to be the best you can be, you're using consumables, you're using your free action potions constantly in PvP, trying to be the best you can be, trying to be efficient, trying to win. Problem is, 8 weeks, literally before Blackwing Lair launches, you are rank 14. You still have Blackwing Lair's launch. You still have your ZG, your AQ40, your Naxxramas, and everything in between. All those patches. There's so much time where you are done with PvP. You are not ranking anymore. There's nothing left to earn. What the hell? That's what we should have. That's what we should have thrown into the system is additional ranks, or maybe additional ranks unlock. Say, hey, you can only go to rank 10 before Blackwing Lair launches. Then you can go to rank 14. Then you can go to rank 18 when AQ drops. Then you can go to rank 22 or maybe just to 20 by the time Naxxramas launches. That's what I want to see in a Classic Plus. So for Psalm 2, is not what I want. I mean, this is cool. It's a start, but I want a Classic Plus. I want more PvP, more reason to stay in there and just keep going at it, keep kicking ass and focusing on that, because it sucks. Everyone knows if you want to do anything in WoW, you have to raid. You have to raid even if you want a PvP, because there's gear you need from the raids to use in PvP. That's just how that works. It's intertwined. And that's cool. That's fine. But what if you want to be a main PvPer? Like after your rank 14 is done, you have to raid. That's all you can do if you want to continue to progress your character. So like I said, when you're spending all these free action potions and consumables and stuff, you need to justify it because you're in there, you're PvPing for fun and earning nothing while spending a ton of gold and consumes to continue to PvP. So how do you justify that? By adding more progression to it. So this is a start, but I'm hoping Psalm 2 is not your idea of Classic Plus. Where is it? Where is Classic Plus? We need it. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening to this rant. I will catch you guys in the next video, and I'll see you guys in Vanilla WoW. Later.